The Congress, 2013, not 2015, is a thought-provoking film directed by Ari Folman that blends live action and animation to explore deep themes about reality, identity, and control. On a spiritual level, the movie offers several hidden messages and reflections on human consciousness, the soul, and the nature of existence. Here's a breakdown of some key spiritual messages embedded within the film. 1. The illusion of reality. The film's shift from live action to animation represents the blurring of the lines between reality and illusion. Spiritually, this speaks to the concept of Maya, or the idea that the material world is an illusion that distracts us from understanding deeper truths. The animated world in the Congress is a metaphor for the illusions we create in our own lives, whether through media, consumerism, or even our perceptions of self. 2. The loss of identity. Robin Wright's character sells her digital likeness to a film studio, and the movie explores what it means to lose control over your own image and self-identity. On a spiritual level, this is a reflection of how modern society can disconnect people from their true selves. The commodification of identity is a metaphor for the way individuals can become trapped in roles, masks, or personas that aren't true to who they are at the soul level. 3. The power of choice and free will. The film asks profound questions about free will. As people enter a virtual, drug-induced world where they can become whoever they want, they are surrendering their true selves to fantasy. Spiritually, this highlights the importance of free will in the human experience and how easily it can be compromised when we are seduced by comfort, pleasure, or escape. It calls attention to the dangers of losing touch with the soul's true path. Number 4, surrendering to false desires. The virtual world in the movie allows people to live out their wildest dreams, becoming anyone or anything they desire. This represents the spiritual idea of attachment to desire, materialism, ego-driven pursuits, leading people away from their authentic selves. In spiritual teachings, the pursuit of desires outside of oneself often leads to suffering, as it creates attachment to external things, which are fleeting and impermanent. 5. Transcendence and inner truth. Robin's journey ultimately leads her to seek transcendence from the artificial world, symbolizing the soul's desire to return to truth and authenticity. The animated world is a false paradise, and her need to escape it is a reflection of the spiritual yearning to move beyond the illusions of material existence and ego-driven identity toward a deeper understanding of the self and reality. 6. The digital soul. The concept of selling one's image and digitizing it reflects the spiritual question of what it means to have a soul. Can a copy or image truly capture the essence of a person? The film subtly explores the idea that the soul cannot be reduced to something that can be replicated or commodified. The spiritual essence of a person is unique, divine, and cannot be owned or duplicated by external forces. 7. Awakening and truth. The film portrays a longing to wake up from the artificial dream world that so many characters have succumbed to. This is a clear metaphor for spiritual awakening, the process of realizing that much of what we experience as reality is constructed or controlled, and the true path is found in breaking free from those illusions. Robin's eventual realization represents a spiritual awakening, a return to the real self beyond external identities. 8. The consequences of escapism. The virtual world in the Congress allows people to escape their pain, suffering, and dissatisfaction with reality. This is a metaphor for the ways in which people use distractions like media, substances, or fantasy to avoid facing their own spiritual growth. The film suggests that while escapism may offer temporary relief, it ultimately leads to a deeper sense of emptiness and alienation from oneself. Overall spiritual message. The Congress carries a strong message about the dangers of losing touch with your true self and the spiritual journey of reclaiming your soul amidst a world filled with distractions and illusions. It challenges us to think about the boundaries between reality and illusion, the commodification of our identities, and the need to transcend false desires to discover inner truth. Ultimately, the film is a spiritual allegory about awakening from the traps of ego and materialism to return to a more authentic, soul-driven existence.